Bam. And there we are. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Creative Native. I'm Ryan Cardinal, the Ryan Cardinal, a.k.a. the Creative Native. And today I bring to you the fantastic dynamic duo of these fine chaps. We got Anthony Figaro and Mark. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce your last name because I'm horrible at pronouncing names. DeJesu.
Jess, he's the Jesu. I'm Figaro. That's how you separate. You tell us apart.
Yeah, you guys blend so seamlessly.
I know. He made us watch that trailer again, and all my insecurities about not having animation came up again. You know.
Oh, don't.
No, I know. I love that, man. I love that. That shit's awesome.
Well, it's one of those things, man. Like, you know, if you love a project, just put all your all into it, and hopefully you get the reciprocation back.
So is that what you're telling me, that Marcus is not putting his all into this project?
100%.
Why I don't have animation?
You know what? You know what, Anthony? You know what?
I know.
Right here with you and your animation, bro.
Listen, I know.
I got T-shirts, man.
I love you, man. I love you. I know. I love that shirt you have on. That's beautiful.
Like that, right?
I do.
Nice.
Beautiful.
My extra tight God's shirt.
Oh, you got a couple extra tight shirts too?
Yeah. More than a few.
Yeah. It's all that working out, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
That COVID 15 pound, you know, just pushing
that
way. We got Mighty Mo Biggs in the chat. Hey, Mo Biggs, what's going on?
Big Mo, what's happening, Mo?
Mo Biggs.
Mo's one of the hardest working men in the chats, bro.
Yeah, man, he is.
Now.
He
Mo
is everywhere.
Man, bro, he's over there, bro. He's making us. Mo is one of the main cats that make us look good. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something. When it comes to this, you got a lot of work to do to make this look good, bro. So you're doing a hell of a job, Mo. Hell of a job. I'm not even gonna put Marcus out there because look,
Thank you.
That speaks for itself. I don't have to say anything. So
I was waiting for that.
Obviously, you guys have a wonderful working relationship there.
I fucking hate that motherfucker. Bitch.
Sweet. Well, let's take a quick look. Let's get into it here. You guys have put an awesome campaign together. Justice City Chronicles Volume 1, and you guys cracked over your $4,000 goal already. That's badass, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And Anthony was talking about being exhausted from the first day of running the leg of the campaign there. How about you, Mark?
The first day was rough. Yeah, I was up until almost 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, like I didn't start putting this trailer together until about 3 in the morning the day before because it was just like putting all the campaign stuff. So went to bed, woke up, and what were we like 8 o'clock or on Lit Devil?
Yeah, it was on
campaign
Lit Devil
like,
launching, man. Yep.
Yeah, Lit Devil's dope, man.
He is. He's good peeps, bro.
Yeah, I really like the way that he runs his show. Really insightful videos that he does, like breaks down a lot of the issues that we all know that's going on with a razor sharp scalpel when it comes to things.
He is a smart dude, man. There's make no bones about it. That boy is very smart, and he knows what the fuck he's talking about. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very interesting, like coming across this stuff a couple years ago, and he was just be able to hit the nail on the head with so many things. Just like if this is happening, why isn't this happening? And pointing out all the glaring, obvious aspects of what brought the Comicsgate about.
No, I love going on his show. I love going on his show and Bancroft. I love Bancroft's show. Is that boy there? He's another one. That's that. I tell Mike's show is the gold standard. You know what I mean? And we got a little running joke and stuff. But Mike's show is another show. Mike does kind of the same thing. He throws a lot of stuff out there. Mike's got one of the best chats out there. The Devil. You know what I mean? And it makes a big difference. Mo's over there always in Bancroft's chat. He's always
you only say that about Bancroft's channel because you got a Finatra single out of it.
I hear you, bro. What can I say? I mean, I am partial about that. What can I say?
Yeah, got to give props where props are due.
Finatra does a fantastic job.
Yeah, his stream goes off every now and then too, man. Like,
man, he was on. What was he on the other day? He was on for like what? What was it? 13, 8? It was a ridiculous 16. It was some kind of ridiculous.
It's like 15 or 16 hours.
Yeah, he was just straight. I was like, damn, boy. God damn.
Yeah, I went to bed, got up, worked, came back, and I was like, oh, he's still going, man. Like,
yeah, bro. I'm not as young as I used to be. I can't quite do that anymore.
There's only so much gas in the tank per day.
Well, that's the thing, and I didn't gave up, putting in additives. So without the additives, I gotta work with what I got, So.
Yeah, the additives take the edge off of the later end of life.
Does it? Shit, I must have taken off quite an edge.
It's very smooth.
I'm pretty dulled out on that edge, there, baby. Shit. That's all right. What that means is I'll just be famous soon, a lot sooner. That's all. I'll be dead, but Marcus will reap all the rewards. So it's all.
That's what I do.
It's like I'm just gonna hang around till you die. Then I'll be like, yeah. I didn't want to say anything while he was alive, but basically I taught him everything he knew. I felt sorry for him and
took him under my wing.
Exactly.
I was gonna say something, but it'll get me in trouble. So I'll just keep my mouth shut.
How dare you? How dare you even insinuate something like that? Oh man. So apparently there's this book called Justice City, and it's,
I see that.
It's
How long you guys been working on this for? Oh, I don't know, like not that long, like 16 years.
Oh shit! Oh, so it just rolled out very, very quickly. I see.
Yeah, exactly. We just were like, let's take our time with this and make sure everything is where it needs to be. That's all. That, and then we both, well, we both had our own things to go through in life. At the same time, marriage, kids. Alcoholism, normal stuff. just the normal, this is normal stuff,
Funny how it all leads in that order too, Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, although I was just, as a typical alcoholic, I did everything backwards. I picked up the alcoholism first, then the wife, then the kid.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No, I said, fortunately, along the way, we that got straightened out, and we did God's Hand, which was great. We did a really good job with that, and that came out and got it successfully fulfilled and backed and the whole thing, and then got it and everybody got it in their hands, and that was good.
Nice.
And so
and that adds a lot to the whole CG campaigns and stuff like that. Like when you fulfill that campaign, that adds a lot of
100%. We made sure we fulfilled. We made sure we put in. I wanted to make sure, and we're doing the same thing with Justice City. Is that our objective is to make sure that when you purchase whatever it is you purchase from us, that when you receive it, one, you feel completely happy about the money you spent. Two, so happy that you are already set to give me your money the next time my product comes out. Easily, because you're looking at what you just put in and you go, you know what? I will back this guy if this is what it looks like every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that is our objective, is to make sure that each customer, each fan, each backer has that experience.
I'm in trouble then. Shit.
Nah, man, you good, bro. You good, man. You know, I know for a few extra dollars, man, you know what I'm saying? I know a guy who knows a guy who can make things happen for you.
Oh, I know a couple of those guys too. You know?
There you go, man. There you go. You good as gold then, baby.
Sweet. Well, who's on duties here? Like, are you guys a writer artist combo? Like, what's the deal? Who's up to bat for each duty?
Well, I was up to bat for drawing, but you know, I don't know if I'm still in that position. Marcus was talking about hiring somebody else, and you know, he's kind of expensive, so I don't know if he's going to get him or not. You know, who you were going to? Marcus was talking about hiring Joe Mad, so I don't know if he's going to get him or what. So I'm nervous now. You know, I'm getting kind of nervous over here. You know.
Well, I got a little bit of insight as to some of Joe Mad's actual pricing. A buddy of mine worked with him on what was it? He started up, was it Trilunar? That was his original gaming company. Mm-hmm. So a good friend of mine actually just did a cold call on him. He's like, hey, man, I see you're starting a company. Let me hop in. He's like, here's a test. And then, boom, got snatched up by him. So a good buddy of mine actually worked with Joe Mad for a couple of years. And do you remember like the Resident Evil PS2 cover that he did?
Kind of.
Yeah,
you're talking about this was a long time ago.
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah. Talking with Joe Madden, any comic book stuff is 20 years ago at this point. But
yeah, right.
But he was there when he saw the whole transaction happen, from PlayStation Magazine calling him actually drawing the thing, it getting colored, and getting the check. And it was a pencil sketch. He said it was like no more than like that big. Sent it off to his colorist, and at the end of it, within I think it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, his price for that was $8,000. Just for
$8,000. Okay.
And that was back then.
So
now
what you're saying is it would probably be cheaper just to trace Joe Mad, and then now would just be easier to do it that way, and then a lot cheaper too. Okay, so my job is safe. I'm good then. We're good. Yeah. Shit. Thank you for settling this, my friend.
See, I didn't want to go here, but since we're addressing the elephant in the room, that's what I was going to say before. When you were like, I was just waiting for you to drop dead. I mean, that's literally what I was going to do. I was going to wait for you to drop dead and then just trace all your stuff.
Right.
There
so you would just be a copy of a copy of a copy.
Pretty much.
So in other words, you'd be original.
Exactly. At that point, huh?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, shit. You know, that's funny, but you got to laugh. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Oh yeah, man.
You know, have a good time with everything. You know, we're sitting here, you know, a part of something beautiful. Comicsgate is to me one of the biggest things that ever happened to comic books. And then you got, you know, all these creators. You got some of the I'll go online and say you have the best fans in Comicsgate. You have the best people in Comicsgate, who you know make a real community, a real fellowship. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That to me, that is what is the true difference between what Comicsgate is versus everything else. Is you have a real fellowship going on here.
Yep.
You know, people who really look out for one another, people who really support each other, and that's how this really works, man. And it's a beautiful thing to be a part of. It really is.
Yeah, and a big part of that too is just like simple things like this: being able to hop on a stream, interact with the creators, interact with the fans in the chat. We got Hex Allen out there. Welcome. I had him on the yesterday. Talked about his project.
Hex,
yeah.
But it's things like this that the big two can't do. You know, they when they try, fucking the locusts descend because they're just like, fuck you, man.
That's it, bro.
And in here, somebody could also be like, fuck you, but we're like, yeah, cool, right on.
Yeah, bro. It's all good. I mean, that's what I think we all realize. It's like, man, we're doing what we always wanted to do.
That's
you
right.
know what I'm saying? And so it's like on our own terms. This is
Mhm.
that is the beauty of all this. This is on our own terms. And so it's like, what do I have? Whatever, man. You know what I mean? Regardless of what happens tomorrow, I'm winning, man. Shit.
Yep.
You know? So it's all good, man.
Hell yeah. Speaking of winning, let's take a look at this trailer here quickly. Dope.
Mo said he thinks the trailer is good, but it's missing something. I think he's pining away for Dot. And Anthony's muted.
I had to do that. Otherwise, I'd be, you would hear me talking over here, and you'd hear me talking. You'd really hear Dot talking over here. So I was like, let me just turn the mute, then I can do it and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I listen to it and I don't do it, like in my head, it's going on. Especially at the end when it's like, this is his story. I'm just every time, dude.
That's why I started laughing at the end. This is his
story. Every fucking time, every time. We actually have a voice. We have a voiceover that's actually really good. It's the same fellow who did the God's Hand trailer, and it's Morgan Freeman's illegitimate child. It's his son, and I met him. Don't laugh. Hey, no, that's not funny. Don't laugh at that, bro. That's that man's pain. I met that man I met that man in the rooms. We met in the rooms. It's called Illegitimate Children of Famous People Anonymous. And my father, of course, is my Dr. John. We don't talk about it. And then him and I met, and this is Morgan Freeman, and we were talking. You talk about being in the wrong place at the right time. That was me. I was right there. And he's like, hey, and I was like, hey, you sound just like your dad. He's like, yeah, no. And I told him I was in the comics. And he said, oh man, cool. He's like, I'd love to, maybe do a voiceover for you. And I was like, oh, cool. I showed him God's Hand. He was like, I love voodoo, And so the next thing you know, I got him to do the trailer.
So we can expect a Morgan Freeman voiceover pretty soon here.
Yeah, it's on. If you want to ever hear it, you can go to God's Hand and listen to the trailer on God's Hand, and you will see that is definitely Morgan Freeman's illegitimate child.
Is that the tagline that you got running across?
No, we don't talk about it. We're anonymous, so I can't tell anybody. Right? So y'all got to keep that between us.
All right, that won't leave the channel here.
Gotcha. You hear that, Mo? Don't let it leave the channel.
Hey, we got Darren Wagner out there. Yo, what's going on? And Morangatang.
Morangatang.
Yeah, we should see a bevy of AR-15 orangutan art coming out in the next little bit here.
Yeah, I heard about that. Do you have? Let's see. Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah. I was just gonna scroll down there.
Well, that's the. Oh, you must have had this up for a second, huh?
For a bit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because Marcus actually updated it. I think.
Okay. Let's reload that. Oh, okay. Look at that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom. Nice.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah. Now, is that one of the covers that you got going on?
I don't know. Could be. Depends. It depends on if anybody wants it to be a cover, possibly. You know, it depends. You know how it is. You give people what they want. If people clamor and they say, "Hey, we would want this on a cover," you know, you give the people what they want.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah, that's
we got a
dope,
lot.
man.
Yeah, we got a lot of really great images that are coming out. Trading card images, pages, and stuff that'll be coming out. Because what we're gonna do is we probably start dropping stuff like in the middle. You know, that lull you get.
Yep.
Where everything lulls out. And so probably right past the middle, we'll start dropping shit to try to build the momentum from there to the end, you know? So
yeah, that after the 2 weeks that you get that dip.
Yeah, you get a big dip.
Got to get something to get the wings back.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, get people talking again.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a matter of getting everybody's face, shaking babies, kissing hands, you know.
Love kissing hands, man. Jesus Christ, you know. Fuck. So, what's the pitch, Marcus?
What's the pitch?
Yeah, man. Tell me about this book.
It's like an elevator pitch, escalator pitch.
Yeah, whichever one, you know, whichever one you feel sexy about, bro.
How about it's a long elevator ride? How about
there you go, man.
It's a long elevator ride. All right, so you know, Justice City Chronicles Volume 1 is probably going to come in about 80 pages. It's a knockdown, drag out, kick-ass adrenaline ride from start to finish. And it basically follows this main character in the middle here. That's Nero, and he is on the verge of graduating when the story begins from the Praetorian Academy. The Praetorians are the defenders of truth, justice, and the Atoran way, you could say. And yeah, it follows him through his final days and his final test in the Praetorian Academy, all the way into his first mission, which goes incredibly sideways. So, and that's kind of where we leave you, leading into the greater arc of the series. This is slotted for about 8 volumes.
Okay, cool.
So
nice, going for a more longer format story than as opposed to just the.
I mean, it's pretty self-contained. If you just read this, you'd be like, cool. But yeah, it's definitely the arc is gonna go a lot longer than that. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, only like, you know, look, only better. Suck.
You're not going to do what they did and drop the ball in the very last episode.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, you know what my plan was to do like 60 to 80 page books all the way. And then like book 8 is going to be like 12 pages. I'm just going to wrap up all the threads in 12 pages.
Okay. And just heavy dialogue, right?
Yeah, heavy dialogue and people staring, you know, because you want to get them to emote.
Yeah, just headshots with text, just like that Bendis page that he did.
What I want to do is I want to do a whole spread, a 2-page spread, and I'll just have a bunch of talking heads and a lot of dialogue,
and none of it
doing stuff in the background. Yeah,
and none of it flowing together. Just jumbled.
No, yeah. Exactly.
Get a decoder ring, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna put like little arrows so you can.
Oh, very, very good.
Yeah, so you can figure out which way you're supposed to be going with it.
Yep. Got to help people out, you know.
That's it. Well, I mean, you know, this day and age, you know, you gotta kind of, you have to pander.
Well, there's no pandering with this, man. This looks badass.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
cool.
you.
We got standard. Oh, go ahead.
I figured you'd be chiming in at some point.
Yes, I'm just,
Well, what are you doing over there?
I don't know what happened to my camera. It went out on me. And I'm like, this motherfucker. So.
I should add a couple more $1,000 tiers to this campaign so I can buy you a real computer.
You should. You really should. It's about time you think about somebody other than yourself. I mean, Mo Biggs picked up on this. It's very, very perceptive, Mo. Very perceptive.
See, and I'm glad to see I got some support in the chat there. Justice for Mark.
Oh man. Hashtag fuck Bancroft. Take it away, Mark. Hold on one sec.
There we go. We got some Team Mark going on.
Thank you, people. Thank you. The support is brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah, if CG is anything, it is a jockstrap of support. Keeps you well protected and supports you from all angles.
I was going to say, and sometimes it brings a tear to your eye.
Oh, if hit just right.
Well, but that's that's just from the smell. I mean, some people forget to wash them.
Bonk. Yeah, man, artwork's looking dope. And like you said, you've been working on this story for a long time, like 16 plus years. Yeah, man.
Yeah. We dropped this. We dropped the first. We did a 12-page story. I got a little gig when Ape Entertainment. I don't know if you remember them. They were putting out a omnibus.
Okay.
And, so I did a 12-page story for that, and that's how I got in touch with Anthony. That's how we met. And the book came out and was like, the interior stuff was great, but the cover, man. I think we both have memories of being like, yeah, we got published. Do you want to see it? And everybody's like, yeah, let's see it. You got published. That's awesome. And I show them the book and they're like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, fuck. So we just I decided to just add another story to it, print it as our own book, get it in color. And then, some stuff happened.
Some stuff
happened.
Yeah.
Namely Katrina, alcoholism.
Alcoholism. You can never undersell that bitch, boy. And
an ill-fated trip to Louisiana.
Was it the most ill-fated, or was it the best? Best. Come on.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it.
You can never write. Listen, this is how powerful it was. You could never write Mark's story without that being a chapter in the story. If you didn't put that chapter in the story, his life story would be incomplete.
Those were the dark days.
You got to have them to have the light days, baby. What can I say? New Orleans will do that to you. You never heard that song, "The House of the Rising Sun"? It's all about. It was written about you years before you got there.
It was preemptive.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I'm never gonna look at that song the same way again.
Oh man. So these were good pages, man. I'll tell you, they beautiful. It's really stood up. What do you think, man? You when you look at these pages, what do you think? What are you talking?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Mark?
I'm talking to you. I know what Mark already thinks. I know what he thinks. What do you think when you look at these pages?
No, man, I dig these. Like me being a Joe Mad fan, obviously you've sat at the Temple of Joe Mad as well.
I did.
Yeah, man.
I did.
I was huge fan of Joe Mad. So when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, oh, fucking hey, man.
This was the days, man.
Yeah.
But we thought that they Mark did a phenomenal job of just kind of modernizing it, right?
Mm-hmm. I did. I did do a phenomenal job.
You fucking did. You're looking at pages that are close to 10 years old, maybe even older than that. And Mark tightened them down and really modernized it because it was a story that we had made and then it just never saw print.
Yeah.
Right. And we had done the whole thing. And then Marcus went back and he really tightened it down, man. And he made it look really crisp. You know what I mean? To where when you look at it, you think that was made yesterday.
Well, I was just going to say that's a testament to how good the work is. If it is from that point, it did, polishing it up to this point, that means that had a good solid foundation. So,
well,
hell yeah.
Great foundation. Just
Hell yeah.
Let me stop. I'm telling right now, I'm gonna wind up getting in trouble because I love the fight. I love the joke about the obvious fucking shit. I can't stand, not dealing with shit. So I'm like, this page should look good. You know how many hours I spent tracing this shit? This fucking shit fucking came out fucking great, son. You gotta have fun with. Fuck it, man. So it better have stood up the test of time. Oh man, those bookmarks will be good. They'll be metal. If anybody who got the God's Hand signature series, they got the metal bookmarks.
Nice. Hey, Tony. Hold on a second.
Yo.
Something more important came up. There's food in the chat. Darren, you definitely want to do the pizza rolls. I'm feeling pizza rolls today. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You know me. Please continue.
I would say I'm going to co-sign that, brother. You're going to eat them goddamn M&M cookies. You're going to feel way fucking fatter, but then you're probably going to get the fucking shit all over your mouth. It's going to be sticky and all that kind of stuff. It's not a good look. You know what I mean? That fucking stuff's all over the place. The pizza rolls, you eat those mothers. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel quite as fat. You know what I mean? But then you kind of feel like you're fucking Italian. You eat them. You feel like, yeah.
That's what I do.
You know what I mean? You're like, forget about it while you're eating it. And you feel good. Like you kind of like Tony Soprano or something eating some.
That's
gabagool over here. It's a gabagool. Some gabagool pizza over here.
Don't forget the gabagool.
Yeah.
That's what I love to do when I come home at night. Some pizza rolls, get my greasy little digits on a nice fresh copy of God's Hand, and
just fucking.
You got them sausage fingers over there. He's got them stubby sausage fingers. It's terrible to be an artist, which is why he's not an artist. But it would be perfect if he was a proctologist. I think that's what he's going to move into. Guy told me one time. He said, "Listen, he says if you go get a proctologist, make sure you check his fingers. You don't want a doctor with." You don't want a doctor with banana fingers. It's like get you a midget. If the best thing to do is get a midget or a Korean lady. He goes, that's the best way you can do it.
Slender fingers.
The banana finger joke.
Oh yeah, that was in God's Hand. I put that joke in God's hand.
Yeah, heaven forbid your proctologist is Andre the Giant.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
The poorest and richest proctologist in the land.
Mother, you'd be fucking done. It depends early for your ass. Shit.
Yeah.
It's all in the assistant. That's what you got to do. You got to get a really small assistant with really tiny hands.
Little bait and switch.
And then just
And then you walk in. Hello. They call me Mr. Banana.
Or the worst, he doesn't even have hands. It's just a stump.
Just a stump. He's got attachments he puts on. You're really in trouble. Pick one.
Only one? Oh, man.
Exactly. It's like Game of Death with fucking Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
We have many to choose from here. Pick your death.
M&M cookies for dinner.
You don't remember that joke, man? There used to be a joke, and it was about the three dudes, and they went by the farmer's house.
Oh yeah,
it was raining, and he slept with the farmer's daughter. And the next morning, he come up there with a shotgun, and he said, "Man, y'all motherfuckers go out there." He goes, "And each one of y'all pick out a fruit or a vegetable." And the first dude, he's like, "What the fuck, man?" Dude shot at his feet. Pow! He said, "You gonna go fuck pick one of them pieces of fruit?" And he said, all right, man. He goes and he picks up a fucking cucumber. I like pickles and cucumbers and shit. Dude said, "Now you gonna stick that fucking thing in your ass, son. Or I'm gonna load them and take this fucking shotgun and take your head clean off, bro." The motherfucker said, "Fuck, man." So yeah, he fucking stuck it up there. Next guy, he's rolling around over there. He gets the squash, And he's like, "What I'm gonna do?" Okay. He's like, "Now take that fucking squash and stick that squash up your ass." And the dude said, "God damn, bro." Boom. He shot his feet. He said, "Our next one's going right at your fucking head, man." So fucking dude gets a little squash. He hooks it up in his booty and shit, bro. He fucking, So they standing there, and where's the other dude way on the other side, man? And the two fucking dudes, bro, They start busting out fucking laughing, bro. And the fucking farmer's like, what in the fuck you two motherfuckers laughing at? He said, see our partner over there? That motherfucker's in the watermelon patch. That's the joke.
Yeah, I heard that one with just a slight different twist on it. And it was the farmer's like, you're gonna shove it up your ass, and if you laugh or giggle, I'll blow your head off.
Oh, okay.
And then first guy, comes back, gets his head blown off. He goes up to heaven. Second one, he laughs. And then while the two are up there, he's like, I know why I laughed, because it fucking tickled. Why the hell did you laugh? And he goes, man, I saw Jim coming down the pipe with a fucking watermelon. I couldn't help myself. Yo, we got Tank Ferret up in this.
What's happening, Tank? That's it, man. What's happening, brother?
Yo, you got some t-shirts going on here? Badass.
Yeah, man. Every t-shirt sale, $5 goes to the Wounded Warrior Project.
That's awesome, man.
Share the wealth, bro. It's all God's money anyways. It'll come back to you tenfold. So
yeah, you can't take it to the grave with you, man.
There is no U-Haul behind a hearse, so
no matter what the Egyptians try and tell you.
That's it. They try. What did he say? Denzel Washington said. He said the Egyptians, they tried. He goes, and they end up getting robbed.
Still robbing them too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are the gift that keeps on giving thousands of years later.
Oh, there's one of the trading cards.
Ah, nice. Let's scroll down here. Look at that.
Jesus, what, he got blood on his face? God damn.
I don't know, but I don't know, man. He looks like he got about 100 teeth in his mouth.
I'd say more. That? I'd say closer to 85. Let's get real. Come on. It's not exaggerated, bro. That's I guess about 40 on the top, 40 on the bottom. Let's get real.
See, and this is what happens when Anthony doesn't trace somebody else's teeth.
That's exactly right. They come out looking like that. Look how beautiful that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, they got that beautiful set of teeth. Marcus is just mad because his teeth don't look that good.
Them pearly whites.
Yeah, he's got a couple brown ones. He's got she's got one that fizzes. He's got one that wiggles in the laugh. So he's just mad. He's just mad. That's all.
There's some are teeth. Some are brown. Some are yellow.
Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? Boy said, "What you did? You look like you brush your teeth with butter, motherfucker."
Why is it every live stream we're on just descends into madness?
I don't know.
I'm thankful that it does. This is awesome.
I don't. Oh shit, man.
Let's zoom up to your tiers here. What do you got for tiers going on?
Yeah.
So you got your featured tier, and that involves God's Hand and Justice City Chronicles.
Yeah, there was a few cats who missed out on God's Hand and kind of reached out to me, and I had already closed the campaign, and so I had two options. I could have either done a mini campaign, where you run it for a couple of days or you run it for a week or whatever, however long you run it for. I could have done a mini campaign, but then we had this, and I said, well, why don't we just make it a tier, man? You know what I mean? Because whoever's going to, buy it is more than likely going to buy Justice City. So let's just make it a tier, and we'll just do both of them, and that way they can get both books at once. Yep.
No, that's a smart move, and that way it brings more readers into your universe and what you guys are doing. So yeah, definitely a smart move doing
100%.
that.
Like, really? Why are we still on the food?
Man, my boy said 5 course. He just went all in on Darren. Fuck it.
The cheddar and bacon potato chips.
Pizza rolls, M&M cookie, three mini Snickers, 3 Airheads. I love Airheads. And some TGI Fridays cheddar bacon potato skin chips.
Actually, that last one sounds fucking good.
Some cheddar bacon potatoes. I remember when them fuckers first came out, boy. Motherfuckers went crazy over them fucking things. You remember that? When them fucking potato skin chips first came out, motherfuckers would rob your ass for them fucking things, man.
Give me your motherfucking potato chips.
Give them up now. What are these cheddar and chives? Give me them bitches, motherfucker.
Plain? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Uh-huh.
You got the Grunt Pack going on here, the Corporal Signature Edition. Yeah, man, you guys are killing it, dude. And you guys just launched on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday. That was right. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you guys are doing badass.
We're about to do what are we on our first stretch goal, Mark?
Yeah, we're a couple $100 away from our first stretch goal.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what's the stretch goal? Is that the trading card or?
Yeah, we're going to be unleashing a new trading card. So anybody who got in the lower tiers, you get the full 4-card set. So now it'll be a 5-card set. Anybody else who got them, or even if you didn't get anything with the card, you're getting a card now.
Yeah,
and,
you can get one of the cards now.
And we're going to once we hit that stretch goal, we're going to add the card sets into the add-ons because they're not available yet.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We'll have a 4-card set, and then we'll have a 3-card set and a 2-card set. Because if you get the box set, one of the box sets, it already comes with 2 cards in it. So you will give you if you want to pick up the other 2 cards, you can pick up the other 2 cards. I think one tier has 1 card. And so there's a 3-card set. You can pick up the additional 3. And then there's a couple of them that you don't get any cards. So we throw in the full 4-card set.
Nice.
So, and then everybody who signed up will get the zero card.
Hell yeah, man. The Officer's Edition.
Yeah.
Sergeant Major. so give me a quick rundown of the city, Justice City. Like what does Universe entail? What's going on with it?
So you're coming about one of the stories in this first book deals with their last big war, and it was pretty much Tarathan City, well, the nation of Tarathan, and had conquered some of the southern lands, and they had their sights set on Itora, which was the nation Justice City is located in, and it goes a little bit into that war. Itora and Justice City actually won, and that's kind of you picking up about 30 years later, and things are about to go sideways again. So to speak,
the residual aftermath of years of
correct
dealing with that. Yeah,
correct.
Right. That's the whole, like at the end of, the whole setup is you're looking at in a place that had been at war. It was a huge war that almost destroyed everything. Because there was biological weapons that was unleashed. There was all kind of shit. So it almost destroyed everything. And the Praetorians, right? That generation of Praetorians really helped win the war. And so what you're picking up is you're 30 years after that. So there is still a lot of healing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so what makes it dangerous is because this routine mission that Nero gets sent on, he gets sent on this routine mission. He's a talented warrior. He wants adventure. He wants the high life, man. You know what I mean? And he has an offer to take a job like this. His father talks him out of it because the person he wants him to work for is bad news. Yeah. He said, I got another job for you I want you to take, which is their version of Secret Service. I think they're called the Centurions. He says, I want you to go into the Centurion division. And what happens is he doesn't want to do it because it's basically babysitting, it's Secret Service. It's not field stuff, you know, which his older brother is involved in field stuff. He wants to go out and fight and shit. This is a protective stuff. And so they send him on his first little envoy, his little mission, which is this diplomatic envoy that's sent out. And it's a routine little like goodwill mission where they're going to visit some outlying areas, and it gets attacked and shot down.
It was supposed to be something easy for a first timer, but turns into all hell.
Right. And what the problem with that is that because it's in these outlying areas, they don't know exactly who is shooting them down. So it leads into this high tension, kind of like 13-day Cuban Missile Crisis thing, where now are we going back to war? And that's what you're led to. And so the Nero is in this position where he is at the center of all this now. You know what I mean? So what started out as just a routine bullshit mission is now turned into this catalyst, which essentially can plunge everything back into bloody war. And so he's in this position to possibly stop this.
So he was clamoring for action. It's like, all
and
right,
he's going to
go.
What is it? Yeah, I always think about this line from Apocalypse Now. He's like, I wanted a mission, and for my sins, I got one. And so his pride, for his sin of pride, he is given a mission. Yeah, that will either make or break him.
Very cool.
That was good. Thank you for holding that down for me.
I knew you had to go put your chubby little greasy fingers on something to eat, so I decided to kind of cut it and help out.
That's what that background noise was.
You know what I mean? So.
Well, I got these really delicious everything bagels here with some veggie cream cheese. They're amazing.
Did I not tell you? Did I not tell you? Oh, man.
Look, I did this God's Hand shirt still kind of fits me.
Oh, look, man, it's back on. Cool.
Oh, look at that.
I know,
That's like it's almost like the more you make fun of me, the better your equipment works.
I know. Well, fuck it. We're about to fucking light this up. Mark's a piece of shit. He's garbage. Fat. He's ugly. The son of a bitch.
Man, your frame rate's getting so good.
I know. If it's not, I feel so much better. So it's all good. I'm feeling great.
See, look, there you go. This is about as clear up as I've seen you all week.
Look into these eyes. Look into my eye, Mark. Oh man. Oh fuck.
Well, at least you guys are having an awesome blast doing the tour of duty so far.
You got to, bro. You got to. I mean, we all this. You saw you was on with when we was on Mandy the other day.
Yeah.
You know how it is. That's what you do. You just you have a good time. Most people want to have a good time. Most people want to laugh. Most people
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and again, we're making comics.
Yeah, laugh at my expense.
It's okay. I mean, you're bringing happiness to so many people, bro. You understand? You can rest your head on your pillow next to your chubby, greasy fingers at night, knowing that you've made so many people happy. You know what I mean? That is, some people never feel that more. Oh,
the good thing is, I down the line in the future, maybe we get like a Netflix deal or something. You make some money. I'm doing little shows like fucking George R.R. Martin. I never have to worry about a roast because every live stream I do with you essentially is one.
You see what I'm saying? They'll just play the best of.
The best of.
I mean? The best of. And it'll just be all these insults.
That'll be like 6 years down the road. And they're like, yeah, we've scraped the archives of Comicsgate. We found all of this.
Boom. Best moments of.
Hell yeah. And this is just the beginning for you guys. That's the awesome part. We got lots of stuff.
Yeah, man. Ahead. No, it is. Because when we get this done, I will immediately start on God's Hand 2. So I'm hoping to have that ready to go. I'd love to have it ready for I'd like to have it ready for October. I launched the first one in October. It's kind of, because it's kind of a Halloween type story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, it's in that line of suspense and, magic and, monsters and, shit like that. So it's right in that vein. And I launched it last Halloween. So nice. if I could get it in that zone, as long as I can have enough of it finished to launch, then that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. It seems to be, if you can get 2 out a year, that seems to be a nice average for the stamina, Yeah,
no, 100%. I think that's what we're shooting for. And if we get really, really ambitious, 4K, man, I'm shooting. I want that 5K, baby. So I'm gonna go home tonight and write some your mama jokes about Mark. And so that next time we're on the stream, I'll hit that 5K.
Yeah. Your mama's so fat, God can't lift your spirit.
That's right, man. I tell him, man, your mama's so stupid. The bitch put a phone on her ass trying to make a booty call, man. You understand? But yeah,
yeah, look at that. You got clearer. It's working. You keep this up, you're going to be in 3D.
Your mama's so stupid, the bitch got stabbed in a gunfight. How about that one right now?
Your mama's so fat, the last time she saw 90210 was on a scale.
Your mama's so fat, bitch jumped for joy and got stuck. Oh, man.
Where were we?
If we're getting extremely ambitious. We're going after that 6K now. No, well, we are trying to get out. We would love to get out God's Hand 2 and launch the next arc of Justice City. It's, you know what I mean? It's tough with that goddamn end of the year shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you get into that zone of should you launch now or what? You know what I mean? Because they start telling you're getting into those dead zones, you know, November, December dead zones. But I don't know.
I think it's changing now because like so many people were launching November, December, January. It did not seem to slow down. And
I think what they did is personal, and I could be completely wrong, but it seemed like they were like, well, we've convinced everyone not to launch in November and December, so there's no competition. Let's go ahead and launch in November and December. My first campaign, I didn't really know any of this, right? I launched on October 31st, and I launched for 37 days. So my campaign went all through November and into December. You know what I mean? And I didn't know, I just didn't know any better. And I had to grind it out. Don't get me wrong. I had to grind it out. We hit our 10,000 and funded. So it's traditional wisdom, but who knows? Me and Mark may feel like, fuck it, we're gonna roll the dice. We feel like, because this is the other thing. The other thing is I feel like if you are established and you are putting out top-notch product, it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying, what time of year people, and then you're in demand as well. That's the other thing. It's not like you're in demand, dude. You're going to be in demand. So it's not like you're stuck. If they don't get it in 40 days, if they don't get it in 60 days, that's it. You can't get it no more. You know what I mean? So, but we would love to be able to get 2 more projects out.
Yeah, and there's also that thing too of like being in demand, and once people start getting their books, there's that bump at that point too that happens.
There is that too. I hear about that. I didn't receive that for God's Hand, but I hear about this thing.
Yeah, I think as people and their projects get further along, and obviously with you guys being able to deliver, that's going to compound on itself for you and other creators down the road.
Yeah, so I definitely feel like I said, once this comes out, this will be really nice because especially people who got the 250 box, because the 250 box has the hardcover in it. You know what I'm saying? So to get the book out, and let me put it like this: it depends on how far the project goes. I know this as well. Our 10K stretch goal is to add 10 pages to the book, and if we hit 20, it's add another 10 pages. So the book could actually get up to 100 pages.
Oh, man.
And that story, and that's basically, and what we're going to wind up doing with those other 10 pages is most of those 10 pages are going to basically be a lot of the production stuff for the next book, So you'll get to see characters, develop, all stuff that's basically waiting to go into the next story. We have a lot of cool mercenaries and stuff like this that are going to show up in the story that we're already developing the concept sketches for and stuff. So it'll give us the ability to put a lot of that stuff in there to basically really roll out all this world. So you get a really full view of the sandbox of what you're actually about to play in. You know what I mean? So it could potentially be 100 pages, and if you got the 250 box, you get the 100-page hardback, which is, I mean, even just the graphic, even if you just get the square bound 100-page, it's gonna look nice, man. It really is.
Yeah, man, that looks dope. The Captain Club and the Grand Admiral, those look like fucking killer combos there.
They are, brother.
Very dope indeed. And I assume obviously you guys are gonna go in demand.
Yeah, I did. I know Malin's got his shtick and he don't do it, and so. you know, I told Marcus, I said, well, when we can pull like 200,000, well, I'll stop going into man. You know, when we can pull 200K and you know, in a campaign, I'll stop going in demand. But until then, you know, you do what you can. You do what you do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, it's a good little it's a good shtick, you know, because it motivates you to buy during the 30 days.
Yeah.
You know, and after that, it's done. So, you know, it's good, and he plays his cards on that. I'm not quite in that place. You know,
I'm definitely not in that position yet.
No.
My model is completely different than everybody else's. So it's just like,
you do what works for you, man. I mean, that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? And as long as whatever you're doing is servicing your customers, and it's all good, it don't really matter.
and that's the key thing is getting out to the customers, letting them know that you're out there, letting them know that you got your product going on, and you guys are doing a bang up job of that. Like you blasted past so quick. That's awesome, man.
Thank you, brother. It was it was cool, man. It really was. And again, you know, it was you can't say enough about the people in the chats, you know, and you can't say enough about people like yourself who put people on this and allow people to come on the show and talk about their project. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing. You know what I mean? The way it works, it really is. This is the fellowship aspect of it.
Yep. And with the way CG's working right now, it's like you got these different little rings and factions that are going out further and further, slowly and surely. Like Bancroft, his thing is growing in his direction. Mm-hmm. Ethan and that crew, they're doing their own thing, and you know, everybody's got to do their part, and eventually everybody's just going to start overlapping in areas, and you're going to get these little like nexus points, and you're going to get these 100%. Little spikes and stuff. Yeah,
100%.
Man, really dig the artwork. Like I said, being a Joe Mad fan, as soon as I saw this, I was like, "Fuck yeah, man, that's badass."
I was hoping you'd be more of a Figaro fan, but it's okay.
Well, it's starting to be a Figaro fan.
I'm giving you all
You know, I'm razzing you, man.
I know, brother. I love it. That's but you know what I mean. Like I always give credit where credit is due, man. Like my kid. Let me give you a kid. My kid. I'm training him. I'm teaching him too good. So I introduced him. I introduced him to these nuts jokes, right?
Oh man.
And, so you know, I was fucking with him. I was like, you like tapes or you like CDs, right? And I had told him that. And so I guess he, you know, it had been a while, and he thought I'd forgot, and he's like, hey, what you like? You like tapes or you like CDs? And I'm like, I knew what the joke was. I was like, nah, I was like, I like records. And I'm talking, bro, so fast. And motherfucker said, well, why don't you record these nuts on your chin? I was like, this motherfucker, boy. And I'm like, you know what? Credit where credit is due, son. That was really fucking good. I mean, goddamn, that was bad to the bone. You know, you got to give credit where credit is due, right? I love good jokes, man.
He came out with a scalpel on that one and cut you up.
I'm like, damn, you know, it hurts you, but at the same time, you get that kind of. It's like when you're like 7-year-old comes to you and it's like you catch him looking at boobs. You know what I mean? Like this party, it's like then there's other party like. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
You want to hear a funny story? Like you almost hit the nail on the head with my kid there. So I come home and you know get him ready, make him dinner, and then he's like, "Hey, Dad, can you plug in my computer?" I was like, "Oh yeah, no problem." And as I'm getting ready to leave, he's like, "Yeah, make sure you shut the door behind you." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like 8 years old at this point. So I pretend shutting the door like I left, but I'm like hiding behind the door, just a little cubby where you can't see me. And I peek my head around the corner and he's typing away. And it's just, he's on YouTube and he's writing like naked ladies.
Wow.
Right. No, you're just like, okay.
And like I'm chuckling on the inside so much because I know he's not going to find naked ladies on YouTube.
No, I know. Yes.
But just the sole fact of him typing it in and he's looking because you know for a fact that it's just him and his buddies on the playground being like, did you know if you go on the internet and type in naked ladies, you'll find naked ladies? So then I go, And I poked my head around like, hey, what you looking up? And he just slams his laptop super quick. I was like, I know that move, man.
I invented that move, son.
Yeah.
I was doing that move when you were swimming in my ball sack. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. But then, had to give him the talk of just like, all right, I know
I know,
you're not in trouble, but yeah.
You got to be way more careful when you do this. You can't do your mind, got to be slick, son. You got to be slick.
Oh, for me, it was more along the lines like if you go down this route and you start looking for this stuff, you're gonna find stuff that's gonna wreck your brain. Like you're not ready for this stuff. You're only 8, kid.
Oh shit! You don't want none of this.
Yeah, and you know what? The cool thing is like after I presented to him that way, it's like if you go down this road, this is where you start growing up. This is where you stop becoming a kid and you start getting into being an adult. And you're only 8, so make the choice. And he literally took his computer, unplugged, and he's like, "Yeah, I take this away from me." He's like, "I'd rather be a kid."
Mine definitely didn't do that. He's got a little TikTok account. We get into a competition about getting likes and views and shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so he makes he makes these fucking videos and shit, but he's always sending me videos he finds, and he's always sending me the most inappropriate shit, and I'm just like, this fucking dude, bro. I'm like, this and it's just like, you gotta love him. I love him.
That's the thing with TikTok too. It's just like it's just wild. Like there's just so much wackiness out there that I'm just like I can't even begin to go down that road. Like it's such a time suck. I got comics I want to make.
Also, let me tell you something. All social media is like that. Every social media is designed to do that. I don't give a shit if it's Twitter, if it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn. I don't give a shit what it is. That shit will pull your ass in there, and that is a wrap. You will come out of that 45 minutes later wondering what in the fuck just happened. Where the fuck was I at for the last 45 minutes?
Why are my legs numb and I'm still on the toilet?
Bruh, holy shit. I had a friend of mine, motherfucker, said he'd been on that motherfucker for so long, he fucking forgot how long he was on there, tried to get up and walk and fell down. Like, went to sleep, literally, and fell right on his fucking face. It's like, God damn. I ain't never been on that long. I'm pretty long. That long time I was on that long. Out on drugs. That's about it.
Anthony had a friend that did that.
I wasn't gonna tell him it was you, Marcus, but if you want to fucking go for it, man. It's all yours, baby. I was trying to keep your anonymity.
You had inside information on that shit. I mean, it sounded like it sounded personal.
Well, it was. I was scared, Marcus, when you called me on it. It was like, Anthony, I'm falling and I can't get up. Please, I was scared for you, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Pop 2 Viagra, 1 for each leg, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. I was nervous, So, that's cool, man. Airborne Rangers. Yeah, bro, that's pretty good, man. My kid wants to go into the Naval Academy, so. I've seen the dumb shit. Oh shit, man.
Yeah, man. Fucking dude, that's already been an hour. Hour fucking blew by super fast.
It is, bro. That's always good, man. You know what I mean? You want it to go by like that.
That's what we do.
Mm-hmm. We steal a whole hour from you. You don't even notice it.
Yeah. Man, I charge $200 an hour tattooing, man. That's time I can't get back. You're costing me here.
Hey, man.
But no, man, it's priceless, man. Like having you guys on here, seeing your project, seeing how passionate you guys are for it. Like you can't put a price on that. But you can put a price on your book on Indiegogo, and everybody should go back it right now.
This is correct. 100%.
I agree.
Hell yeah. Any closing words, anything that you want to say, anything you want to promote, where you guys are at, where they can find you?
Well, you can find Marcus at his website.
On the toilet with his legs falling asleep.
OnlyFans.
GreasySausageFingers.com. And you'll get what you pay for. You will get what you pay for.
One finger at a time.
That's it, man. One greasy, chubby finger at a time. I, on the other hand, you can find it kiddestructo.com, or on Instagram, or on Twitter, or Facebook, or LinkedIn, or TikTok, or Parler, or Minds, or Clapper, or that other damn thing. Oh, what is it? Cloud Hub. On Cloud Hub, you can find Mark on Pornhub, but you can find me on Cloud Hub. And Mark is under the title "Fat Bitches Fighting for Food." I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. I stepped over the line on that one.
I don't even think the bus slowed down when you threw him under there, man.
I stepped over on that one. I apologize.
That's cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded.
Cold as ice.
Cold as ice. Cold. Black magic, motherfucker. But definitely get on board, and because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of cool stretch goals that are going to be unlocked in this campaign. So definitely get on board.
Hell yeah, man! And you guys, like I said, you've only been active for what, a day and a half now on your third day here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, start of your third day.
That's it, bro. So we'll hopefully we'll hit our stretch goal today and have that out.
What's the next stretch goal? Is that at 8 or 7 or 8?
10.
Oh, at 10. Okay.
10.
Dope.
And 10's going to be 10 extra pages.
Correct.
Oh, hell yeah, man. That is badass. Oh, Darren Wagner with some very vital information here.
That's it. You gotta pay for that, boy.
You gotta pay.
It can be extremely fucking expensive. Well, what I seen? Oh man, I had to shut.
Just stop while you're ahead.
I am. I am. But when the show's over, I'm gonna send you something, Marcus, and I'll tell you, this should definitely be on our show. But I'll send it to you. You'll get a kick out of it.
Some plumpers action.
No, it's funny. It's a guy. It's a dude, and he's talking about feeding the girls, and let me see if I can get this. You don't laugh, you fucking asshole. Let me see if I can get this to work. Because it ain't very long. I'm gonna see if I can get this to work. You'll laugh your ass off at this. Let's see here. Let me hold this up. Let's see. My video's at right here.
We're gonna lose your 4K quality here.
That's all right. So this is the sound.
I ain't spending no big bills, bitch. You get the kids meals. Oh baby.
Okay, so now this is pull me up. So let me see if you can see the video. Let's see if you can see the video for it. Okay, so this is the video right here, right? Okay, so I'm gonna show you. This is the video. This is what he's saying. Hold on, here we go. Let's see if I can hit that play button. There we go. Oh, you motherfucker. All right, hold on. Here we go.
Bills, bitch. You get the key to this.
All right. There we go.
Just because I treat a bitch don't mean I won't feed a bitch. Here you go, because I ain't spending no big bills. Bitch, you get the kids meals. Oh, baby.
Oh my
God. So that's what you feed the big bitch. You give it a kiss.
Got some of that man milkshake.
That's gonna be the intro to me and Marcus. Oh man, it's gonna be called the kids meal. Oh man. So with that,
on that note, that was a perfect note to drop it on.
Oh, hell, Chad, man. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for putting this on, brother.
Oh, no problem, man. You guys are welcome back anytime. Feel free to hit me up. Love to have you guys back on again.
Right, bro.
And for anybody out there who hasn't signed up yet for my bullshit, we got Caius' Story of Blood and Stone issue 1 and 2 coming out. Feel free to pop on over there, sign up to the mailing list. That's the only way you're going to be able to get onto the secret tier And also, once we hit the first 100 signups, I'll be doing a print giveaway. And every 50 people after that, I'm going to be doing another print giveaway. So make sure that you sign up for this. And also, if you want to check out Kai's story, Blood and Stone, first 16 pages, I do have a link that I will drop into the chat here. But this will take you to this site, and you can browse through the first 16 pages of Caius, issue 1, all in its black and white glory. And on that note, let me just drop this in the chat here. Bam, bam, bam. That is it for us. Thank you guys for coming on. You guys are a blast to hang out with. Made an hour just zip on by like it was very, very painless.
It was our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
No problem.
100%.
And yeah, that's going to wrap it up here. Everybody, peace out. Have a good one. Take it easy.